Hello, it's Sunday the 21st of December 2025. Welcome along to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games. But as always, it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is all about competing in what we believe to be the last event in Real Racing 3, the Porsche Mission R Limited Series. And this will be part one of that limited series. Game on screen, audio. Couple of people in the chat. Brian Marufi says hi. Hi back. Welcome along. Thank you for watching. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. Ozil Returns says, hello, how are you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. I am, thank you very much. Although, that being said, it is a bit of a cold day here in England. But welcome along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. Brian Marufi says, I live in Kenya. Very good. Ozil says, this not so very good game. Just got another reason to delete. It literally didn't have me any rewards for the Sunset number 1000 gold. Oh, no Rimac Nevera or Audi e-tron S1. Just the final lap message. Okay, so, I mean, if that has happened, I believe all that you can do, and I don't know how to do it, is to raise a ticket with them. I have been told they're pretty good at fixing that sort of stuff. But yeah, that hurts, man. That hurts. Ozil says, I did, however, complete the Porsche event today. Bought the McLaren MP4X, as you said you would, and have maxed it out. Spent all the gold and deleted the game. Oh dear. Ozil. Oh well, fair enough. Each their own, I say. Each their own. Virtual medical doctor Ayaka enters the chat and says hello. Hello, Ayaka. Welcome along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. There is a little bit of anger around at this moment in time. I'm not liking the anger. Not necessarily from Ozil. I've seen a few comments in some of my videos. You just go, why have you put that? You know, the games come to an end. Companies make decisions. It's just how it is. Ayaka says, I have completed the Porsche Mission R Limited Series last night. Okay. Well, so I'm not going to be completing it, and I'll explain why. I'm a stickler to the end. So, this limited series is a motorsports car, so therefore it's M dollars, and we do have a daily cap on M dollars being 250,000 M dollars. So my expectation at the very least is I will be splitting this into 3 parts, and I'll take it as far until I hit the M dollar reward. However, I won't be ending the stream there because my sort of goal, and I don't think I can achieve it having looked at it, not in a great deal of detail, but a little bit more. Another upgrade applied. I've been spending some gold myself, but still got quite a bit left. I don't think, though, that upgrade was gold. I think that was our dollars. I'm at 88%, and my plan was to be at 88% for Christmas, and then 1 month through 2026, take road collection to 100%. Now, we don't have a year. We've got the equivalent of 12 weeks. So I've got to go up a percentage every week, which is a bit of a hard task because I think it's equivalent, 1% is equivalent to completing 8 series. So effectively, I'll be starting that today. So we'll be doing some racing after we've completed the Porsche Mission R Limited Series racing for today. So that'll be fun. All right, okay. Ozil says how to do that. I talked to the AI in the support. They said they will talk with the advisor and let me know with the in-game message, but it didn't come. So yeah, I lost the remaining expectations or rewards. Yeah, that's really disappointing. Ozil says I restarted the game at least 50 times, reinstalled it 5 times, still nothing, no rewards. I had planned so much with those 2,000 gold effectively, and 1,000 gold and the 2 cars. They just killed the game, left inside me, so I quit. Oh dear, oh dear. I can fully understand your frustration there. To be fair, I've up to this point been lucky enough where I've never had that happen. But yeah, that's a bit of a killer blow, that one, especially as it's the end. It would probably take you over the edge. Fully understand that. Anyway, let's get playing. Right, so here we go. Now, potentially, in fact, there we go. We've got the information up on screen below. Potentially, this is the first and last event where the cost of upgrading the car to win the car costs less than the rewards. So potentially, if you've done the other event, if you complete this event, you're going to get a total of 800 reward. So 250 from within the game, and then the rest of the rewards are from VP rewards. So it's a crazy amount of gold. And I believe to upgrade it, it's not free across the board because it's an electric car, so it doesn't have an exhaust. So it's a bit of a weird upgrade tree. So it's free across the board until the last two, which is a 5 and a 4. And that's going to cost you 543 gold. So 543 gold spent, win the car, and earn 800 gold back. Oh, if only all events were like that. But the only reason why it is because, yeah, they're closing the game down. But let's do some racing. So, as per usual, just for a change, I already own the car. And not only do I own the car, I've got it fully upgraded. So it'll just be a bit of fun for me. So no cost, just 800 gold reward. That's pretty good. Brian Marufi says, collect your rewards. No. You don't understand. I'm not collecting my M dollars. I can collect my M dollars once I've got the M dollar cap up to 5 million and they'll still be applied. And I'm not going to collect me free and instant servicing. No. I keep them. I've got 90 days to use them. I'm going to make the most of it. Right, come on, let's get racing. We're wasting a lot of time here. Okay, speed record. Now, I can't remember what this car sounds like. So it'd be interesting if it's annoying. Like the Taycan Turbo S. Oh dear, I can already hear it going. Oh dear. So, answers on a postcard. Is the noise worse than the Taycan Turbo S? I'm saying it's about the same. I'm going to skid it, see if it squeals when it skids. Oh no! No! Oh, the last event, and we've got a squealing car. Flipping heck. Brian Marufi puts his thumbs up in acknowledgement of me showing him why I'm not collecting my rewards. Ozil says, this car is well balanced, just like we like it, but it's electric only if it was vroom vroom. Yeah, there you go. Sums it up. Massage Gamer enters the chat and says, hello, how are you and Merry Christmas? Well, Merry Christmas to you, sir. Merry Christmas indeed, and I'm well. I hope you are too. Welcome along. Thanks for watching. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. Yeah, so unfortunately we do have to put up with the car whining. But I guess it's a small price to pay. Ozil says, Porsche Turban reminder. well, yeah, I mean, it's, ugh. Ugh. What's it like inside? I mean, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool inside. I like that. I like the fact I can actually see what's going on behind me as well. Oh. So the cockpit view is pretty good on this car. Oh, that noise! That noise! Oh, this is 2 laps. Oh dear. So, I'm already worried that this is going to be a long, limited series. If the first cup in Tier 1 is already 2 laps. Yeah, so yes, the car is balanced, but my good grief, I do not like the noise this car makes. It's horrific. Nevertheless, first place. Oh, Ozil says, I can literally ban EA for racism. I mean, it isn't. But he has pointed out that the people that are complaining they're not getting the rewards are from the region of India. I mean, again, that's like a regional issue, isn't it? But yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Ozil says, reduce the in-game audio, please. Yeah, I didn't think it was that loud. It's not that loud. I will turn it down a bit because it is infuriating. Electric cars, man. It's not a future I'm looking forward to. But again, just look at those. Look at the PR over 100. Look at the grip. The grip and the acceleration are the 2 biggest things in this car. Top speed's not bad. It's not brilliant, but it's not bad. And braking is pretty good as well. But it's that squealing. Right, another thing I'm going to do, so in terms of endurance, I'm going to do the bare minimum. So I only need to get to 4.3, so I'm going to do 4.4. Again, the reason being is I think on an endurance, your reward goes up every lap that you do. So obviously as I'm on a tight budget in terms of daily allowance, I don't want to be blowing 30,000 M dollars on endurance when I can win it with just, I don't know, 10,000 M dollars. There you go. Is the noise better now, Rosa? Is it not quite so painful? It's a little bit quieter. In fairness, I'd forgotten all about this car. So there we go, in 5th place already, halfway there almost. I am going around probably what is my favourite track in the game, Sebring International Circuit is a great track. It is a long track, and you do need to remember it, because there's a couple of turns that do catch you out. But if you do know it and you've raced it long enough, it's very rewarding. From my perspective, it's up there. I do consider this better than Circuit of the Americas, and it's as rewarding as Laguna Seca in terms of mastering the track. I mean, look at that, I've done it already. Here we go. So I said 4.4. I might as well carry on because I've got another 50 seconds to count down. So I'm not going to overtake any more cars. This is one of the corners that I find quite hard to master. And the other corner is coming up. It's just here. Again, both corners are 90 degrees, maybe a bit more. There we go, 6 miles achieved. I haven't done another lap. First place, Tier 1 completed. So Ayaka says, I do not like the electric cars, but this Porsche does have does grip very well. Indeed it does. Indeed it does. Brian Marufi says, I received the rewards and I live in Kenya. Do you hear that, Ozil? He's bragging. Ozil says, it's constant loud. It doesn't matter. Oh dear. Oh dear. I can turn it down. I can turn it down here. There you go. Let's put it there. There you go. Does that make you feel a bit better? So Ozil says, whenever you do the last 3 to 4 tiers, please do 30 to 40 second lead. The 9 laps literally spar and all 5 to 6 laps. Oof. Right, okay. All right. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, you could argue I could give it a head start. Now, lower PRs. And I've got it fully upgraded. As you see there, I've not got all my ad rewards in. I suppose to report on that, still getting daily rewards, still getting ads. They are drying up, so sometimes during the day there are no ads to play, but I have seen shorter ads again, so that's good. Okay, so tier 2, 20 minutes in. It's going to be one of those days. Let's do Speed Snap. Now, speaking of least favourite tracks, that would be Formula E, any Formula E track, not a fan of. Again, because they're all over 90 degrees turns, or 180 in this case. Just don't like it. Not a fan of these tracks at all. Nevertheless, that was easy to do, mainly because my car is fully upgraded, but that's fine. Brian Marufi says, which phone do you use to play? I don't use a phone, I use a tablet. It is an iPad Air. This game, I do find on some of the lower spec devices, this game jutters and jitters, and you'll have seen that in some of my earlier streams, I was using a smaller iPad. But on the bigger iPads that have got a bit more beefy CPU, bit more memory, it's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. Okay, there we go. So next up, head-to-head at the club circuit at Circuit de Catalunya. There we go, head-to-head. Oh, it's the short, really short track. Fantastic. That's what I like to hear. So, I mean, the good news is here is on Tier 2, the COUPE is 1 lap. There we go. The Monster Crow enters the chat, says, "Hey man, it's been a year, wasn't it?" Welcome along. Thanks for returning. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. And Alawi is back, says, "Hello, Tony. How's everything?" Everything is okay, sir. I hope you are okay as well. The Monster Crow says, "How is life, Tony?" Life is okay, sir. Thank you very much. And Siva enters the chat, says, "Hi, sir." Well, hello back. No need to call me sir. Not yet, anyway. Right, okay. So there we go. That's the head-to-head done. On to the COUPE. Shall we give it... We'll give it... As it's 1 lap, we'll give it 10 second. We'll give it 10 second start. Let's see how we get on. Ten-second start. Ooh. I think I might be regretting this already. We'll see what happens. Try again. There we go. Okay, so I'm up into 7. That's not too bad. Can I get first? There we go. 5th. 4th. 3rd. Okay. Podium position. Guaranteed. Oh, 2nd. That wasn't bad though. That wasn't bad. So Monster Crow says, "I heard about the shutdown. I'm very sad that this game is ending." And Ozil replies, "Monster, I am happy it's ending." Ozil says, "The only Tony will call sir is Tony Stark." How do you know that's not me as well? How do you know that's not me as well? Monster Grow says, "I will stay for long in the stream." Very good. That's what I like to hear. And so Siva says, "Might be the last play." Well, a few more streams still to go with this game. We'll make the most of it. Okay, so I only got second there. That was a bit of a faux pas on my part. I think I've turned that down a bit too much. We'll turn it up a bit. There we go. Right, so nevertheless, we've got on to tier 3. We'll do the speed record first. It's at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. What have we got to do? 186. I'm not going to start from way behind the start line. I think I can get this done. The car is, after all, fully upgraded. There we go, round. The corners there. Oh, easy, easy. First place. Okay, lots of comments in the chat. So the Monster Crow says, by the way, Tony, I am trying to grind for the Ferrari before the game will end. Oh, which Ferrari? There's quite a few in the game. Yeah, best of luck. So Aloe says, Tony, have you found any alternatives? Well, I haven't found an alternative, but I do currently have a list of 10 alternative racing games. Not had a chance to have a look at them. Probably won't this side of Christmas. But it does look as if there's lots of games out there, but none are quite the same as Real Racing 3. Never mind. Right, we'll service the car. It's free and it's instant. And Monster Crow says the 2023 WEC Ferrari. Okay, best of luck with that. I probably will be doing some Ferraris. Have I got any lined up for tonight? Possibly tonight. Possibly. But if not, definitely in the weeks coming up. What am I doing here? Autocross. Lost my way a bit there. There we go. Easily first. Boom. Brian Marufi says, please can you name them? Yeah, I can. Yeah. Yeah. This is what I've got on the list so far. So, Grid Autosports, Grid Legends, GT Racing 2, GT7. I've got Need for Speed, but I've got a big question mark against that because I think it's just drag racing, so I won't be doing that. Gran Velocita, Assoluto Racing, and Racing Master. So there you go. There's quite a few. So we'll take a closer look, and I'll probably be doing a bit of streams and doing a compare and contrast, but that won't be until we're done with Real Racing 3. So Ozil says you had like 6.7k gold. Where did that all go? Well, it went on upgrades on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars. Have we got some racing coming up? Yeah. The only good thing about the game ending is you can set a target and do lots of racing. You don't have to worry about saving the gold because there's nothing to spend it on. Okay, so the last cup in Tier 3 is at Lime Rock Park. 3 laps. I think it should have been 2. Right, shall I do it again? Let's do 10 seconds again. This might be a mistake, but let's give it a go. 10 seconds. Just add a little bit of fun. Hopefully, not at my expense. You never know. That was almost 10 seconds. Okay, so 22 cars in total, so 21 to overtake. Oh, that was a mess. Okay, end of lap 1 into 11. 10 cars to overtake in 2 laps. We can do this. Ooh. Right, watch out for the big turn. There we go. Whee! Off track's overtaking. Probably shouldn't be allowed, but it is. Alright, second place. 1 lap to go. 1 car left to overtake. Oh. There you go. Right on the edge there. 2 wheels on the grass. 2 wheels on the asphalt. Oh. There we go, first place. The Monster Crow says, Tony, something feels weird because I used to call you in a different name. I think I used to call you Tony No, right? I think you did, yes. Eloise says GT7 is on PlayStation, I guess. Is it? All right, that'll go off the list then, because I ain't got a PlayStation. Let's cross that off the list. So GT7, or rather, I'll put in brackets PlayStation. I'm not buying a bloody PlayStation. PS. Crossed off. So that's 1, 2, and I did Grid Auto Sports twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 games. 7 games, or 7 racing games to be more precise. So there we go. Ozil said even if he did replicate everything except online, then it will be great to play. But in road collection time, trial comes under online multiplayer, so that will be the problem. Or are you guys talking about replicating a game? I'm not into mods. Just let it slide. Just wave it goodbye. Bye, game. See ya. That's all you can do. Just it's had its time and now it's gone. One part of the journey ends and another part begins. Name the film. The Monster Crow says GT Racing 2 is an iconic game. Ozil says, yeah, and I spent double that on one car. Sounds efficient. 2,565 gold on the McLaren MP4X. Yeah. And I think you bought it as well. So I'm umming and ahhing about the two cars I don't own in Road Collection. Because specifically one of them's a Ferrari, and that does look like it might be expensive. So maybe I don't do that. Monster Grow says, I will not call you like that. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Ozil says, oh, Ozil's on a bit of a downer at the moment. I think Ozil needs cheering up. He said all 7 of those games will be not very good. I can assure you. Come on, Ozil. Let's have a bit of higher spirits, please. Okay, so elimination round the Red Bull Ring. Let's just get them overtaken, I think. Okay, there we go, into third. Make that second. Make that first. Now, the bit I don't like about this track is 2 corners, that being one of them. Again, over 90 degrees turns, not a fan of them. And then there's another one here, which is almost a 180. Not quite. Okay, so that's the worst part of the track over for me. Let's speed away. Okay, so we've got a lead of almost 500 yards. There we go, first place. So Eloise says, why not buying it though? Well, because I might not have enough gold. I don't think I can complete what's left in the game. So, even with a discount, and the best discount I can get is 20%, which is obviously what Ozil did. Ozil says, no, they're all rubbish because I've researched and even played almost every racing game in these past weeks. Nothing comes close to this game in mechanics. Yeah. Basically, what you're telling me is I made the right decision 12 years ago. I think that's what you just said there. But I'm not one to get a big head, so I'll just move on. Just skip over that little point. Right, so we're at 21%. We're going to do the Cup first. It's Melbourne. It's 3 laps. Now, I'll tell you what I won't be doing at Melbourne is any head start. Because I'll tell you now, three laps to get to first with 22 cars on the road is tough. I also assure you there will be a little bit of smashing as well. And if I'm not doing the smashing, then they will be. That being said, I'm up to 8th. That's not too bad at all. Okay, so 7th at the end of lap 1. 2 laps to go, 6 cars to overtake. Oh, there you go. First by the end of lap 2. That's quite a surprise. There we go. One more lap to do in clean air. There we go, first place. Okay, so we collect that. So we're doing okay in terms of M dollars, and we're almost at 25%. So you know that's not too bad, I think. That's not brilliant, but it's not too bad. Aloe says list includes Racing Master ? Yes, it does, because Codemasters, who used to make F1 Mobile, makes Racing Master now. Goes on to say, or the Monster Crow goes on to say, I hope that Real Racing 3 will not do an end like F1 Mobile Racing. I don't know what happened there. What happened there? Aloe says, meant why not buying a PlayStation? Because that's like, I mean, let's be honest. I only play this game because it's free. Yeah, it's free to download. You don't have to make any in-game purchases. You can play it for free. All it takes is your time. So I don't really want to be spending £400 on a console and then 50 quid on a game. And then I've got to figure out how I can stream it from the PS. So I'll need some sort of adapter to plug into me laptop. So it's just expense I can do without. I might look rich, but honestly, I'm not. Eloise says F1 boring, to be honest. Oh dear. Oh, that's not good. Well, see, that's the thing. I'm going to test these games out, and they've got to be interesting. Ozil says, but I am doubtful if I made a right decision 4 months ago now. Oh, well, do you know what? You got to join in with my streams and be the entertainment in the chat. So, no, it was the right decision, Ozil. It was the right decision. I'm not listening to your negativity today. I'm sorry. All right, so another endurance. I'm going to do the same again. Whatever the miles I have to get, I'll not compete or complete another lap after that. Okay, we're in 7th place. Got a runny nose all of a sudden. Might need to blow it. Yeah, I'm going to need to blow it. I can feel it just about to dribble down my nose. 1 second. Back in a minute. Okay, we're back. Let's carry on racing. 2 miles. Okay, 5th place, 3 miles. One lap completed. Fourth place. Got a bit of a detour there. Alright, there we go, that's it. 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. Oh look, I'm going backwards and it takes my miles back down. Oh dear, that's not good. There we go. Right, I can hardly hear the sound. I think I turned it. Anyway, we're back up now. There we go. Put it there. So the car needs servicing. It's free and it's instant. It's free and instant for 24 hours, but I will actually be streaming at the same time. But as it's motorsports, I'm not overly bothered. But there we go. 25% completed. 20 gold and some VP rewards. 60,000 M dollars. But look how close I am to the overall total of 5 million. Might have to do something with that. Not sure what at this moment in time. Have we got any interesting rewards? No. Oh, we got some R dollars. Let's collect the R dollars. There we go. Boom. Right, okay, so we've got to 25%. We've been racing for 53 minutes. And we've got 120,000 M dollars still to be earned. So that's pretty good. On to Tier 5. Let's start with the speed record at Lime Rock Park. Now, I'm just going to do this normally, because I think with having the car fully upgraded, I don't think I need to do any of those little tricks that are known in the game. Oh, there's a little whine. Oh. Oops, well, I got first and then I crashed. So there you go, no need to start behind the start line on that one. Ozil says that silver on tier 2 is bothering me. Don't worry about it. It will be turned to gold in the future. There's no point. Basically, how I work limited series, not that it matters now because this is the last one. You'll never have to do another one after this one. So it kind of is advice that will just go into the bin. But so long as I finish in the top 3, I don't worry about taking it to first. I open up the remaining tiers and then I'll go back and complete the races that I didn't get first at the first time of asking, I guess. But so yeah, so that second place will remain. It will be, as it stands at this moment in time, the last race of this limited series. Right, 28%, on to autocross. I'll tell you what, if we can get this up to 40%, I'd be quite happy with that. There we go, so easy. First place again. So, you guys having a chat, but it's interesting what Ozil's brought up. So I think you guys are talking about those sims that you can have where you've got proper racing. It says, who wouldn't like to steer a race car from a steering wheel rather than a joystick? That is true, which is why this game, I think, works. Because it feels a little bit more like steering, driving, proper driving. Just a thought there. Just a thought there. Damn it, why this game going? Silly game. Silly EA. I did read somewhere that apparently licensing of cars can get quite expensive. And if that is the case, I mean, you've got over 500 cars in this game. Jeez. Oh, where am I going? Anyway, there we go. That's it. That's just how it is. 30% onto the COUPE. Now, here we go. So it's the Porsche test track, and you go, ooh, 4 laps. But it's the dynamic test track. Problem with the dynamic? Single lane. 21 cars have got to overtake in 4 laps. That's a big ask. That's a tough one, that one. I'm just going to stay out of the way. Try and overtake as many cars as I can. There we go. Up to 10th. That's not too bad. Up to 8th and 7th. So now I'm saying that this is going to be tough, and I am in 7th already. Albeit that I am racing just a little bit crazily. Okay, 4th place at the end of lap 1, meaning we've got 3 laps to go, 3 cars to overtake. So I'm saying, oh, this is really tough, and I go and blow the first lap out the park. Well, I was wrong on that one. Alright, so let's make this a little bit interesting. Let's only overtake 1 car per lap going forward. So just stay on 2nd place and overtake him once we've passed the start line or finish line, or both. Here we go. There you go. So easily into 2nd. Penultimate lap, right on the tail of 1st. Oh, the question is, can we get to 50%? No, I think realistically, no. There we go, we're catching back markers. Oops, daisy, into 1st place. I did knock him off the track, but he deserved it for being so slow at overtaking that back marker. Oh, round we go again. Alright, there we go. 1st place. Another tier completed. Ozil asks, what's the temperature there, Tony? It's cold. It's cold. It is currently 8 degrees Celsius. Feels like 5 degrees. So it's almost icy outside, basically. Yeah, so it's cold. Ozil wants to show us those. Well, I will be showing you the cars. I'm going to do this limited series as far as I can, and then I'm going to be racing those cars because by upgrading them, the reason why I did them ahead of this stream is I needed to apply an R-dollar upgrade as well. So they've now, and obviously they take a bit of time, so they've gone in. So after I've done the part one of this, we're going to be doing quite a bit of races in different series and therefore different cars. Should be a lot of fun. Anthony W enters the chat, says not just cars, tracks can also charge licensing. Ah, right. Tracks can charge. Yes, indeed. For example, or an example of that would be Monaco, no doubt. Wouldn't surprise me if libraries could also add charges. Do you know what? I honestly wondered, like sometimes films cost like 200, 300 million pounds to make, which I believe then because obviously they don't get all the money, the cinemas get some of the money, and obviously they spend money on marketing as well. A £400 million movie's got to earn a billion just to break even. Probably won't even break even. I wonder if Real Racing 3 has got itself into that sort of mess. The monthly costs outgoing of the game was just too much, possibly. So it was very hard to make any money. It wouldn't surprise me if they've fallen foul to their own success. Ozil says, my place, it's around 18 or something, and I feel cold as hell. Blimey, what I wouldn't give for it to be 18 degrees. Yeah, we won't get those. We won't get those for a long time now. Today, being the 21st, is the shortest day in terms of sunlight, at least in the UK. So yeah, the sun set at something silly like 10 to 4. Yeah. So some good news after today. Each of the days will start to get longer. Gotta always see the positives. Right, so we're up to 32%. 162. Hey, we're doing really well in terms of not spending loads of M dollars. We have, however, got another blinking endurance, but I have a plan with my endurances. Sebring is only 2 laps as well, so that's good. So we're going to do the head-to-head first. It's around Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Now on Sebring, I'll tell you now, I'm not giving them a head start. Not with 2 laps. Not with 2 laps. Look at that, so easy. .209 miles per hour as I cross the finish line. Another first place. Elza says, if you go offline for this endurance, it would be like 2.5 to 3 miles only. Um, Two things here. It's a limited series, so you can't do the game. You can't do a limited series offline. You have to be online. But the benefit is, on a limited series, you're never competing against another copy of a human opponent. So on endurances, the worst you're going to have to beat is 6.2 miles. So it's never a big deal. Anthony W says the Porsche is probably my favourite out of all the EV cars, including Formula E. I don't like the noise of this particular Porsche. It's not as bad as the Taycan Turbo S, but when you skid, it squeals. But I can understand why you like it. In terms of balance, it's fantastic. Have you given the Rimac Nevera a good spin? Not literally. That's my favourite. In fact, that's my favourite car in the game. The Rimac Nevera, and that's an electric vehicle, but it's awesome. Give that a go. I think everybody in the game should have that car, apart from Ozil, of course. Sorry, Ozil. Sorry. Whew. Oh, look at that. We've only got 15 cars to beat. So it's not quite 22 cars. That's okay. Or 21, rather. Hey. Oopsie daisy. Okay, so the brakes aren't the best in this car, but that's mainly to do with the acceleration this car has got. We just can't brake as fast as it can accelerate. Nevertheless, we are in second place, I'll take that. Ease the car around this corner. Stay on the tail of first for the moment. Nice bit of slipstream. See, another thing that a lot of people complained about is the fact that you didn't have rain in the game. I've never understood that. Do you want to race or do you want to skid? Thank you very much for the subscription. Much appreciated. Anthony W, very kind of you, sir. Okay, there we go, into first place. Well, let's see if we can get the braking on these two corners correct. So I need to brake a little bit earlier than what I would normally. So let's try a little bit before the bridge. Oh, that was better. That was better. And here it's a little bit before the white line then. There we go. Oh, which white line, Tony? The first one, obviously. Okay, let's bring it home. Oh. Bit of a skid, bit of a scream, bit of a complaint, bit of a win. Boom. Ozil says, if the Lotus had the same grip as this, it would be the absolute GOAT. Oh, are you talking about... Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. The Lotus, is it the Leisure? That's a crazy car, but you are correct. Its brakes are not very good at all. Ozil says, you've just put some salt on freshly made wounds by Real Racing 3. Oh, damn it. You heard me. Sorry. I was hoping it might just slip through. Right, I'm not going to service the car because you don't need to win. You don't need a service car to win the endurance. So, bearing in mind, I've been doing a minimum amount of work. So I only need to get to 6.1 miles to take first place. And I think I can do that very easily, even with a car that needs servicing. The exceptions to that rule, not that it matters now, I guess, would be some of the cars that have very low PR. Okay, 1 mile completed. Two miles completed. Sixth place, getting a bit crazy there. Well, off track. Three miles. Now that's interesting. So I'm just going to follow these cars because I've only got to go round the lap. And the thing is, I don't want to complete the lap. So I'll just overtake that car just in case. Fourth place. 5 miles. Okay, there we go. Third, 6 miles. Second, first. Let's keep going. I'm not going to cross the finish line, but I'm going to put myself on the pole position. I'm on the wrong side, aren't I? Am I on the wrong side? Yeah. Pole position on the other side. Oh well, never mind. There we go. First place, 6.3 miles, only $19,000 only. Ozil say yes, the Lotus Elegia, yes, yeah. Oh, you're on about the X. So there was the Lotus Elegia, and then there's the Lotus Elegia X, which is a great big massive spoiler on the back of it. Ozil says, I still daily log into the game just to check if by mistakenly the game has given me the Rimac and the Audi, but I get disappointed every damn time. You see, you're not quite giving up on it. You're not quite giving up on it. And it's kind if something like I don't enjoy it anymore, knowing it would end. That's just me. I see no point of investing my time and energy into something that won't last, including relation with people. Okay, step away from the keyboard. So it's a valid point. If you know something's going to end, and see, I have a slightly different point of view on this. I don't know how to say it though. It's kind of, if all that is left is death, the manner of the death matters. Yeah. So if you know you're going to lose, go out. It's like the people, like when they've done a marathon and you can tell they're about to collapse, but they persevere and they cross that checkered line. That's kind of what it's like. That's the comparison I can give. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay, so we're doing all right here. We're up to tier 7, and we've got 38,000 M dollars left. Now, I do need to service the car, so I best do that. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the speed snap, and then I'm going to do the COUPE. I'm going to skip the elimination because I think the COUPE will wipe out any M dollars available. But I might be wrong on that. Okay, there we go. First place in Speed Snap. So Ozil says, maybe because you played it for decades and I played it for months, maybe that's why I'm not attached that much to the game. That's a very reasonable hypothesis. I wouldn't say that's too bad. For the marathon example, I am still warming up. You're at the finish line. That's a good point. Yeah, related to the game, I am still wearing my shoes. That's a good point. Good point. Yeah, exactly. Anthony W says situation with the game could change. Hopefully, oof. We're not playing that game. No. It'll end. And see, again, that's another way of looking at it. You know that the game's going to end. You've got an end date. You work to the end date. The Rim map seems really good. Looking forward to testing it out later today. Very good. I think you will enjoy it. Right, okay. I'm going to do the COUPE. It's at Silverstone. It's the international circuit, so it is the shorter track. Let's give it a go. Possibility, this might be the last race this evening for the limited series. It won't be the last race of the evening though. Plenty of racing still to do. Okay. So I'm up into 6. That's all right. Good chance to get first, I'd say. There we go. 5th place. 5 laps to go. 4 cars to overtake. Just keeping in touching distance of third. I'm not going to overtake them just yet. Getting here on the straight. There we go. Into the podium positions. Back out of the podium positions. Back into the podium positions. Okay. Into second. There we go. Okay, there we go, into first on the penultimate lap. Oh, hello, we got a bit of a stream issue there for a second. I may have hit that car. There you go, there's a scream, the screech. Final lap. As I said, this might be the last race for this evening for this limited series. But I think overall made pretty good progress. Seems like I've only got a cap of 250,000 $M per day. I don't think I've done too bad. Oh. And I think the elimination, I'm going to need 11,000 $M, so we'll see. There we go, first place. Monster Crow says, I like the car though, but it isn't my favourite EV. Fair enough. Right, there we go. $M reached. So I'll service the car, even though it doesn't need servicing, just to get it up to max, because free servicing will be gone by the time I stream tomorrow. I might have to do something with $M as well. Look at that, 4.8 million. Right, okay, where are we at? So 43%. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That does mean the next tier, I'm likely to go up to 50%. And it's got me thinking, will I actually get up to 75% tomorrow? Let's have a look. So 2,500, well, 80 and 50 now. Now here's the thing. So 2,500 added, so that's 6,500. So tomorrow's stream, 6,500, 75 gold there. Oh, just fall short of the 100 gold. Oof. Oof. Which means, which means 2000. So eight, is it 85? No, yeah, it's 8,500. There you go. Going to get on the final go 125, 100, 150, and 100. That's crazy. Crazy, that is. That's just crazy. Uh, let's have a look. Nahid969 says, "Hey, what's up, man? I've been off your channel for so long." Well, welcome back, sir. Welcome back. All are welcome here. Even if you've been away for such a long time, no problem at all. Welcome back. Right, okay. Ozil, stop spreading fibs. Right, let me bring this up. So Ozil has put, what's 4K hours in days? Because this guy played for 2 years straight, not since 2 years played for 2 years. Right, what Ozil is on about, right, look at that total time played. It says 800 days. Right, technically speaking, I'm not playing now, but the clock is still ticking. So I haven't played 2 years worth of this game. But I have obviously played a significant amount of this game. In fact, if you look over the last year, if you add all my streams up, there's a significant amount there. Right, so there we go. So that is the end of the Porsche Mission R Limited series for today. It will be back tomorrow. Now I'm quite looking forward to this next bit because I've just sort of blitzed a few cars. So what I'm doing is I'm working all the way from amateur. Oops, wait, amateur. Where is it? Bring it. There you go. All the way up to legend. And you can see there, after pro, expert, master, and elite, and legend all have incomplete series. So in expert, I started this yesterday. The ultimate Vantage. Did a race in this yesterday. Got one more series to do. 68 for the Aston Martin Vantage AMR Pro. It has got an exclusive series. Man. So now I did make some notes because that's kind of what I do. I'll write them down because it's so much more fun. Where are you? Right, okay. So the Aston Martin, in terms of the money I've spent on it, it will be a total of 645 gold. But I can earn 27 gold back from completing this series. And in addition, 150 in the exclusive series it's in. Now, I've already applied 2 upgrades. So if we see there, the engine, I'd applied a gold upgrade and then an $R upgrade. So I'm now just going to do the rest of it. Why not? Get all these cars upgraded. There's going to be so much racing coming up. So much racing. So many different cars. It's very exciting. Let's have a look. So let's do what we normally do. Metallic. And the rims. There we go. That's our livery for fully upgraded car. Don't do that. Okay. Yeah, so there we go. So today, this car, fingers crossed. Oh, why has it got that on? Can I not remove the vinyls? No. Boo. Fine, whatever. Complete this series, but then there'll be an exclusive series for this car later. Ozil says that the stream is lagging a bit. I think it's more to do with the game rather than... Well, I hope it's more to do with the game than me. I think it's more on the AirPlay side. Right, okay, so we've got a Monza Cup to complete. It's 6 laps. This is to take this series to 100%. And then we'll have an exclusive series open for this car. Won't be doing the exclusive series today, but it is open. Oh, now it's... Oh, hello. Now, I think you can see there, that's the issue with the game. It's the AirPlay sort of messing up. Might have to reset the game. We'll see how we get on. Now, compared to what we've just been listening to, it's a proper engine. It's a proper engine. In fact, we can turn that back up now. There we go. That's what an engine should sound like. So I've got 5 more laps after this, 7 cars to overtake. Now this car feels okay. It's not bad. I don't think it's as good as the Porsche, obviously. But I'll tell you what, it sounds so much better than the Porsche. So the reason why I'm doing this is I've realised if I am to actually hit 100%, which I don't think I will, I need to get 1% completed every week. So we need to do some serious racing tonight. So I'm at an hour and a half stream. I will stream for at least another half an hour. I may even stream for another hour. We'll see how we get on. Okay, there we go, into second. Alright, there we go. That is 4 laps done in first place by 150 yards. 2 more laps to go. Oops, a daisy. Yeah, the stream isn't so good, so I think I will, after I've completed this race, I will restart the game. I think it is an AirPlay issue. But apparently the lag is quite bad, so I will reset the game. Okay, final lap. This is for first place. And another series completed. There we go. John enters the chat, waves his big pink hand. Hello, John. Welcome along. Ozil says, horrendous lag. Well, let's sort that out now. Let's sort that out now. So, basically, the game, this series, has now been taken to 100%. And you see there, I'm now down to 4,761 gold. Just gone up now to 4,788. Okay, and that car will be added to... oh, there we go. That's expert taken to 100%. So that's another tier fully completed. Doc Thomas enters the chat. Welcome along. Says he just casually lapped 8 cars. Well, you know. Yeah. Right, okay, let me sort this out. Let me sort this game out. So, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's bring it back up. In fact, I've got that wrong. There we go. And bring that up. Okay, there we go, back on screen. Let's see if it's any better. There we go, right, so it's back on screen. Dot Thomas says amazing. Well, thank you very much, sir, very kind of you. Ozil says, feels so good maxing out the game, everything is 99%. Just one-to-one races max out, I can feel the joy. Exactly. Anthony W agrees, waves his hand, thumbs up. Right, cool. There we go. Right, okay. So back to Road Collection. As you can see there, I have opened up a new exclusive series. I'm not doing any exclusive series today. They'll be back on either Saturday or Sunday. Can't remember which. My focus today is to work through the cars that I applied some upgrades to and slowly but surely get each of these areas to 100%. So next up, Master. Right, okay. Another not particularly cheap car, tuned Nissan Perfection. 96%. Look at that. I've got the... Right, so the key with this car is even though I've upgraded it, I don't need to fully upgrade it because it has no exclusive series. But I needed to upgrade it to complete this series. And indeed, I only need to apply one more upgrade. So it makes sense to me to apply the cheapest upgrade, which I assume would be brakes. Yes, so let me just make sure on this. So tier 21, 65.4 is all that's needed. The cheapest upgrade is brakes. Brakes get applied. There we go. Now, probably won't get both of these cups done today, but we'll start with tier 20, the national circuit at Dubai. So I'm doing all these different cars. They're not the best cars in the game, but they are a lot of fun, and you get an idea of all the cars that are in the game, which, you know, is really important. Seems that the game's ending. Oh yes, look at this car go. Let's have a look inside it. Quite basic, but great fun to drive. Another fantastic car to drive. Oh, hello, maybe not. Not so grippy, this one. Right, hopefully the lag has gone. It looks like it has. The audio's not out of sync, that's for sure. There we go. Into 6th place. Yeah, this car's not grippy. You've got to be mindful of the grip on this one. There we go, into 4th. Oh, he's sliding them all over the place. Oh dear. Alright, 3 laps to go. 3 cars to overtake. Let's see what we can do. Okay, into 3rd. Oh, sliding all over the place though. Right, can I get 2nd on this corner? Yes, we can. That gives us 2 laps to get 1st. Full. There we go. Oh no, off. Whoops a daisy. Right. We're kind of in 1st. A little bit messy, a little bit ugly. But you know what? This car is fun to drive. It's just not particularly good on grip. Right, final lap. So really the only question is, will the car need servicing, or will I have enough durability to complete another series? But these are the returns now. It's like you spend 200 gold and you get 30 gold back. That's as good as it gets. A 10% return. Now I reckon, and I might be wrong on this, but I reckon I need about 40,000 gold to complete this game. And I started with 7 as of yesterday. I'll potentially have 800 earned over the next few days. And then if they do allow adverts to the end, that's another 6,000 gold when added to the daily rewards. So I'm nowhere near what I think I need, which is around 40,000 gold. What I need is a little bit of help from Real Racing 3 and giving 99% discounts on the majority of the cars. But we'll see. Dot Thomas says, what other racing games do you play besides Real Racing 3? I'll let you know on that one, because I'm going to have to find another one, aren't I? Oh dear. Optimus 120 enters the chat. Welcome along. Says, how are you still playing that game? The game shut down and I'm sad. So the game hasn't shut down. The game is shutting down. The last day that you can play this game will be the 18th of March. So on the 19th of March, the server shut down, and we've been advised by Real Racing 3 the game will be unplayable then. But I thought, rather than just give in now, let's go out with a big bang. So that's what I'm doing. Lord Night Moon says, enters the chat, welcome along, says, you can still play it until March 2025. Indeed you can, sir. Indeed you can. Dot Thomas says it was taken off the App Store, but it's still playable until March. Correct. Correct. Optimus says, I uninstalled the game. I didn't know that the game will be shut down. They did say something in the release notes that if you've had the game installed, you can still install the game. I've got no idea how, but I do remember them saying it. So I don't know if there's a way in which you can look at your history, and that allows you to reinstall the game. But you are correct; it's gone from the App Store. But I think you can still, if you've had it on your tablet or if you've had it on your phone, if you uninstalled it, you should be able to reinstall it, is my understanding. So the Monster Crow says, all right, Tony, I got to go to dinner. See you tomorrow. Well, enjoy your dinner and thank you very much. And lo and behold, we have got a bit of servicing left on this car. The Nissan GTR NISMO brackets R35 rolls off the tongue. So we've got 4 laps around the Grand Prix Bridge circuit at Silverstone. So again, if we get first, it's another series done. It's another car I didn't need to fully upgrade because it doesn't have an exclusive series. Now there is an argument to be saying, Tony, you need to focus your gold on doing the exclusive series, and there is a point to that. But what I want to do, again, just me, is the game is called Real Racing 3 for a reason. So what I want to do is go back to where it all began. And it all began with these earlier series and these earlier cars. Let's get these cars done, showcase all these earlier cars, and have a bit of fun while doing it. That's my train of thought on that. Whee, a little bit of aggression there. Whoa, completely knocked me out. Find myself back in 9th place. Oh dear. Oh man, the control of this car. I don't think I'm going to be winning this one. Okay, let's get these two nice and easy. Boom, back into 7th. So 6 cars to overtake, 3 laps to do it in. I've got to get 2 cars per lap. Hopefully this is one. Okay. Okay, hopefully this is 2. There we go. can see all the cars in front as well, so hopefully I can close them down in the next 2 laps. Yep, game definitely seems to be a lot better now, so thank you for letting me know. Oh, 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 almost, right. Need to get 2 overtakes done. That's 1. 2. Right, let's see if we can get on the tail of 2nd. Now, another question. Will back markers come into play and slow the leading cars down? That would be nice. Possibly won't happen. Okay, right on the tail of 2nd now. Can I get them? Oh yes, here we go, overtake. Okay, just first left. Got a whole lap to close the gap to 1st. Just as well, because they are 200 yards ahead. Let's see how we get on. Alright, there we go. Definitely closing on 1st. Got half a lap to go. I'm trying to do it as well without cheating, because I know there's some shortcuts on this game, but no. Trying my best not to do it. Oh, see, there you go, messed it up, Might have to make do with 2nd. Well, you know, it's good that this car gets more than 1 outing in a stream. So it'll be back tomorrow. Boom. So Dot Thomas asks, do you currently own all the cars in the game? So no, but on the road collection side, I do own 328 out of the 330 cars that are available to me. Says you had a bit of an understeer. Yeah, that's an understatement. Optimus 120 says, when I last played that game, I got a rally car Hyundai, if I remember, and it's free. Yes, there is a Hyundai rally car in the game. Right, we're going to have to service the car. It's not free and it's not instant, so we'll see that car hopefully again tomorrow. Now we have got more. Okay. Right, I'm gonna have to move my drink, I think, otherwise I'll knock it flying. So what have we got next? The Nissan R3 Showcase. Did I upgrade that car? Apparently I did. So let's have a look. Now again, this is another car So I might leave this for the moment. Yeah, so I upgraded it yesterday just to get the $R one out the way, and all that's left are upgrades to get it to 59.7. But I'm not going to touch that car today. I'm going to leave that as is because I've got to figure out what I do. And that's it on Master. So that moves us on to the next set of cars, which is Elite. So let's have a look where we've got our gaps then. Right, Supercar Revelations. So apparently I did apply an upgrade to one of these cars. There we go. So again, it's another car. So that's 69.5. That's 71. Again, I'm going to hold off on that car because it doesn't have an exclusive series. I'm focusing on doing the cars, hopefully, that have an exclusive series. So next up, and I don't think this has an exclusive series, another car though that I spent money on. It's currently at 80. Oh, it does have an exclusive series. It's currently at 83.8, and the COUPE is 84. So let's have a look at this one now. I think this is very expensive. 180, 140. We're going to be spending some money. 165, 125, 150. Whew. Right, okay, fine. What shall I spend? Let's do drivetrain. Right, so that's enough for today. So we'll start with doing tier 17. Probably only get tier 17 done. Let's see how we get on. Nahid 969 says night, man. Okay. Get a good night's sleep. See you hopefully tomorrow. Ozil says you don't want to cheat, I guess that says, but when you're clearly winning, you sell the win. Well, you know, I've got to enter. Optimus 120 says, do you play in cockpit view? No, I tend to like I like the peripheral view of what I use, so you don't tend to get that with cockpit view, although it does depend on the car. Jozu enters the chat, says hello Guardian, hello back. Nahid says I meant nice try. Oh, nice NT. Oh, nice try, man. All right, okay. I'm not down with the kids. I apologise, but thank you. In the race. Okay, yeah. Well, I got second. I'll get first tomorrow. Right, let's have a go with this one. So this is another Nissan GTR. It's the R3 spec car. Autocross. Let's see how we get on. Now, this is the problem I'm going to find going forward. All the cars cost an absolute fortune. Well, this car's not bad. That's not bad. R3 spec does seem to mean better balanced car. That was pretty good. Let's have a closer look at this car's spec because it's a bit of a beefy car. There we go. So the grip, as you can see there, is the worst, but it feels a lot better than the previous Nissan. So this time it's a speed snap at Monza. So I got 152 miles per hour there, so I think I've just missed out. Yes, look at that, fourth. Blimey. Right, Well, I did skid, so I know I can do better. So let's try that. Let's try that again. Oh, press the wrong button there. Let's try that again. So, speed snap, go. Okay, looks like I've got a lower target to get first as well. So let's see what we can do. There we go. That time I blew it out of the water. That's what I meant to do the first time round. Never mind. 155 miles per hour, first place. Doc Thomas says the Temple of Speed. Thank you very much. Lord Shigeru says, will the game be offline after March the 16th, 2026? I think it's March the 19th. And yes, we suspect so. They're saying it will be unplayable. So I guess that just means they said something about currency in the game being unusable. So if you need to upgrade the car and you can't upgrade the car, I think, or you might be able to race. Don't know. We don't know. But they're saying the Real Racing 3 are saying it will be unplayable. So we'll make the most of it for the next 12 weeks. Dot Thomas says, this is the first time I'm watching your stream after Norris became world champion. Well, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Well done to Norris as well. Anthony W says, or cathedral. I don't know what you mean by that, but thank you. Oh dear. Right, okay. So, on to... I've got a runny nose again. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologise. On to the COUPE. We'll be back in 1 moment. Right, so we've been playing for 2 hours. I'm going to finish the stream in another half hour. We're doing all right. We're not doing too badly. So, tier 17, minimum PR, 84, a COUPE race around the international circuit at Silverstone, and it is 5 laps, which I think will probably mean this car will need servicing afterwards. But let's give it a go. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, so I always prefer this view to cockpit. Oh, a little bit of a nick there by the car behind me. 11th place. See if we can get a couple of cars. There we go. Can we get another one? Right, so we're up to 8th place at the end of lap 1. 4 laps to go, 7 cars to overtake. 2 per lap as it stands. Well, that's 2. Let's carry on pushing. Maybe we can get another one. Alright, no, let me, up away, there you go. Right, 3 laps to go. Now 3 cars to overtake. Let's get another one. That's perfect. Wonderful. Got an excellent chance of getting first at the moment. There we go, into second. 2 laps to go after this. A little bit of a glitch there. So we're in. First place. Final lap. 100 yards ahead of second. We can bring this home. Ready for more racing, I think, tomorrow, because I suspect I'll need to service the car. That marker's caught. Ooh. There we go. Another first. Boom. So Doc Thomas says this view is more aesthetically pleasing than cockpit view, in my opinion. I do agree, but I also find that if you were driving in real life, you'd have some peripheral view in terms of looking out the side windows. You don't get that in any racing game when you're using cockpit view, which is why I prefer this view, because you get a feel of that peripheral view that you would normally get when driving a car. Okay, as expected, the car does need servicing, so that's another car on its way to being upgraded and opening up a, or rather an exclusive series. Not going to be doing that in a rush. I don't like spending gold at the best of times. But that's another car on the list. So I think so far we've touched upon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. So let's carry on. Next up, the Jaguar CX-75 R3. Again, it's another R3 spec car. I haven't upgraded this car, so I'm holding off on this one because I don't need to fully upgrade it, so I'm just holding off on this one for the moment. Okay, next up, 720S Proving Grounds, the McLaren 720S Coupe. Now, I believe this car you can fully upgrade because it's got an exclusive series. Let's have a look at my notes about doing this. Okay, so it looks like what I did. Right. Okay, so in terms of getting to 75, I've made a note to say, right, do the brakes, 55 gold. and do the exhaust and suspension, leaving the engine and drivetrain. So there we go. I'll tell you what, isn't it scary spending all this gold? But there we go. That is the car at a PR level, ready to complete the series that it's in, earning me only 25 gold, having just spent 250 gold. It's not great returns, unfortunately. Optimus 120 says if the game can't play anymore, you should try some online racing game like Racing Master. It's had some licensed cars too. I have got Racing Master on the list. It's on the list to look at. Right, Laguna Seca. I do like this track with the McLaren 720S Coupe. Wonder what it's going to be like. Is it going to be slippy? Let's find out. Right, I'm going to go down the inside. Normally I like to be in 14th place by this corner. There you go. And as if by magic, I'm in 14th place. This car's okay. Going down the middle there. So yeah, so the plan going forward while I'm completing the final event, the Porsche Mission R Limited Series, is I'm going to be doing lots and lots of racing of multiple cars in multiple different series, and really just seeing if I can take the completion for road collection as far as possible. Realistically, I don't think I'm going to get to 100%, but maybe I can get to something like between 95 and 98% completion. Right, 4 laps to go, 6 cars to overtake. Right, I think I might have got one here. There we go. Now in addition, I've also got some cars that only have an exclusive series to complete. They're still costing, I say, a massive amount of money. Can be as low as 380 gold or as high as 600. So I've got a few of those cars to upgrade as well. So plenty of racing to be done. Oh, do you know what? I'm struggling here. I'm only in 5th place. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. Excuse me. One moment, I've got the sneezes again. Ozil says gold's Goldie. Don't know what it means by that. And Eloise says, I bet Racing Master requires 10 gig worth of storage space. Well, I don't think Real Racing 3 is not particularly light on that front. It's not looking like I'm going to get first place at the moment. I've got 2 laps to go. I'm nowhere near catching 4th. And I've got the sniffles big time. Although then again, third is right behind, right in front of 4th, so... Ugh. How are we doing for time? 2:17. Maybe we'll end it after this race, cause I've got a runny nose. Okay, so they're slowing down because they're overtaking back markers. So I might have an outside chance. I've got 1 lap left, 4 cars to overtake. Oh, I might have a chance though. Might have a chance. Here we go. Alright, that's 4th. Can we get 3rd? That's 3rd. I reckon I've still got to go some to get first though. Oh dear, I'm struggling with this nose now all of a sudden. Oh dear. Surely I can overtake both of them here. Go. 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 Oh, look at that, I'm in first. There you go. Good old back markers. The one thing computer opponents just cannot do in this game, and that's overtake back markers. So that's a win. And another series completed. There we go. Okay, so Ozil says Racing Master. I don't see any games such as that in the Play Store. Interesting. Okay, that's worrying. I can see this list shrinking very quickly down to 1 or 2. The Monster Crow says, I am back from dinner. Welcome back. So there we go, 25 gold. Another series taken to 100%, and the car will be back when I fully upgrade it, which it's only got 2 upgrades to do, and I'll probably hold off for the moment because I really do get an itch, a horrible rash when I start spending gold. I don't like doing it. Right, because we're not quite at 2 hours 30 minutes, I will now go to another car that I think I spent a bit of money on. Let me have a look. Or maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. Right. Ugh. Right. So Automotive Mastery, I didn't spend any money because I think each upgrade for the Jag, although it does have a exclusive series, was expensive. 100. Mind you, I've spent more. Yeah. So we're looking at what, 650 to fully upgrade that car. So it's on the list. I tell you what I'm doing is I'm holding off spending loads and loads of gold until after Christmas, just in the hope there might be some sort of discounts. Oh dear. So Eloise says it's not available in India, and Ozil says it's another racist company. Then it's like that doesn't make it racist. India's obviously got its own set of rules about what appears on the App Store and what doesn't. Very much doubt it's anything to do with racism. Right, okay, so we're not going to do that one. I do actually think I've done all the cars now. Oh, I've got one more. So coming out of Elite. Blimey, there's so much to do. In Legend. Let's have a look. Keep going. 100%. Keep going. There we go. Was it that one? Yeah, Classic Clash Porsche. The Porsche 959 Sport, I did upgrade, mainly because there was an $R upgrade as well, so I wasn't too bothered about that. I've got to get to 56.5 to complete. So we've got 46, 50, and 55. 55 I can do in one. So that's one upgrade. The others require more. Right, okay, so we do the drivetrain. 55 gold. I mean, honestly, this is about as good as it gets. Because in return for spending 55 gold, I get 23 gold back. So we're going to make this. We're going to make this the last race of the day. Ozil says, I don't need discounts anyway. I need my 1,000 gold, my Rimac Nevera, and the Audi e-tron S1. That's a fair comment. I don't. So Anthony W says the battlefield is about moneyists. Well, I don't think it is. Look, I mean, if a company has to make money. So the company providing this game, of which you are not paying a penny for, they have to get the money somehow. And if they have to pay licenses on cars, on tracks, it all adds up. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the game. Unfortunately, I think costs have spiraled out of control, I suspect, on this game. And that's resulted in them shutting it down. There's not a lot any of us can do. I don't think it's profiteering. I think they're just not making any money from it. And it's hard, I guess, if your baseline costs are quite high. So, yeah, as I said, I'm just going to make the most of it. It's got 3 months to go. Well, it's not even got that now. It's got 12 weeks to go. Let's make the most of it. So, last race of today. Classic Clash Porsche, Tier 20. The COUPE, minimum PR of 56.5. The car has that minimum PR. Yet again, you can see there the grip is terrible. It's 4 laps around the Dubai Club circuit. Yeka's in the race as well. Let's see what we can do. If we do get first, this car will appear once and then disappear for all of eternity. So we are getting through quite a few cars today, which I think's the whole point, or one of the points, of Real Racing 3. road collection cars, lots of fun. There we go, up into 4th place. Might have a chance of getting this one done. Okay, what you can see the grip there. It's not the best, but we've got 3 laps to go, 3 cars to overtake, so pretty good chance, I think, of getting 1st place. There we go. Guess that guy is from Brazil, who I've just overtaken. Brazil flag on the side of his car. Okay, 2nd place, 2 laps to go, 1 car to overtake. Let's see what we can do. This car isn't too bad, you know. I wonder what it's like inside. Yeah, pretty basic. And for those worried that I won't be racing any hypercars, don't worry, they'll be coming. They will be coming. We might even have some LMP racing as well. At the moment, I have decided to drop the Formula 1 events I was going to do for obvious reasons. I need to save the gold for upgrading cars. For upgrading road collection cars rather than Formula 1 cars. Okay, so final lap, we're in 1st place. This is to complete this series. We probably won't ever see this car again. There we go. First place. There we go. Aloe does make a good point. Let's hope EA won't buy and ultimately shut down the next game we're into. I will say this, to be fair, I will be trying my best to avoid EA. That is true. That is so true. Definitely. Okay, quite a few comments while I was racing. Let's have a look. Eloise says, can't blame you feeling like that. Exactly. They should have given us... Oh, who's this from? Get out of the sand. Enters the chat. Welcome along. Says... They should have given us better cars than the ones they did. I did happen to be wanting the remap, but it would not have been my first choice. Anthony W. has said, I've read EA wants to focus on Battlefield. Yeah. Anthony W. says the Porsche 919 Hybrid Evo is the most expensive car in the game. So I suspect that will be one car. Unfortunately, I won't be upgrading any further because it is just too expensive. Now, it doesn't mean I won't be upgrading an LMP or a LMDH. I don't know what you call them. So there is an endurance car that is potentially not going to cost too much gold to fully upgrade to appear in an exclusive series. So watch this space on that one. Now you might be wondering, if I'm never going to use the car, why service it? Just out of habit. I've got loads of R dollars, so I'm not overly worried. But there we go. That is another series completed. That ends the racing for this evening. So what have we done? Well, obviously we've, in terms of the limited series, we've got that to 43%. So that's okay. In terms of the game, it still sits at 88%. But now the expert series is now fully completed, 100%. It does look like I can take master to 100% if I get the tuned Nissan Perfection completed. Oh, that's not quite true, Tony. You've also got the Nissan R3 SPEC showcase to do. Yeah. Well, that's a tomorrow problem. Okay, so there we go. There we go indeed. Lots of racing still to come. And I'll be doing part 2 of the Porsche Mission R Limited series tomorrow. And after it, I'll be doing some more racing because I need to if I'm going to hit this 100%, which, by the way, spoiler alert, I probably won't. But hey, there we go. Ozil says, done with racing today. Right, good night, goodbye, bye-bye. Indeed, sir, let's call it a day there. Right, so, game off screen, mute the audio, boosh. Okay, if you did enjoy the racing today, please give the video a thumbs up or a like. And if you'd like to see more of this type of racing, then if you watch on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel The Fifth Guardian. Or if you watch on Rumble, then please follow the channel The Fifth Guardian. With that being said, just a comment from the Monster Crow says, that was fun racing. Indeed it was. That's the point. Keep it fun. With that being said, I hope whatever is left of your day is a very good one. I will be streaming tomorrow. I hope to see you all then. So until then, thank you and goodbye.